Hey, hello, and welcome to Well Fit Chicago, brought to you by Momentum Fitness and Health. Let us help you find yours. My name is Jason Venckus. I'm the founder of Momentum, and I am a board-certified holistic health coach, as well as a certified personal trainer, corrective exercise specialist, sports performance specialist, as well as a fitness nutrition specialist. And today I would like to take some time to talk to you about something that affects 80% of Americans, and that's low back pain. It's something that affects a lot of people, and they think, oh, I can't exercise because I've got this low back pain. Well, maybe there are certain things you shouldn't do, but there are certain modifications that you can do that are going to help you not only strengthen that low back and fix that low back problem, but it's going to allow you to continue to exercise. Now, this 80% of the population in America that suffers from low back pain is actually costing $2.6 billion. Okay, so that's a very, very expensive injury that we have. But why do we have these low back problems? Well, part of it can be genetics, and believe it or not, smoking actually increases your risk by one-third more. You're one-third more likely to have low back pain if you're a smoker, believe it or not. It could be from our posture, it could be from standing, it could be from sitting, it could be from lifting. All sorts of things cause low back pain, as well as low back, abdominal, and glute weakness. So weaknesses and tightnesses, those things, they play together, and even lack of hip mobility can cause that low back pain. So what are you to do, right? Well, that's why it's good to have a corrective exercise specialist, or if it's really, really serious, a physical therapist to help you through these things. Now, a good personal trainer, someone who's certified in corrective exercise, can take you through some modifications, can help you do things in a different way. Well, I am a corrective exercise specialist, and I'm going to take just a couple of minutes. Remember, we always try to keep our podcast here, our video cast, to about 5 or 6 minutes. So I'm going to show you 3 quick exercises, or modifications, if you will, of exercises that you can do. Now, hopefully you can see this on the live feed. I know we'll get this on the YouTube page, so if you don't get the full thing here, because we're going to lie on the floor a little bit. Well, the first thing that you can do is a neutral spine crunch. So I'm going to show you what that looks like here in just a second. Let's take a look. So a neutral spine crunch. Sorry, I had to check my notes there. So a neutral spine crunch, what you're actually going to do, and I can even show you on the wall, is you want to make sure that your back is flat. Now pretend that you're on the floor, and if you can't round your low back to meet the floor, then what you do is you put your hands underneath. And say your head's on the floor, so you're going to do a crunch, and you're just crunching up while keeping your back nice and flat. So this is what it looks like standing up. But let me show you what it looks like on the ground. Hopefully, again, on the live feed you can see this. But you're on your back, nice straight back. If you can, round that back out so it's nice and flat on the floor. If not, put the hands underneath to give yourself a little bit of an extra lift, a little bit of extra support, and crunch up. Now it's important here too to not tense up your neck. You want to keep that neck nice and loose as you crunch up. Now you can also, instead of moving your upper body, if your neck is bothering you, is actually do a reverse crunch, keeping your back and your spine neutral. So that's one modification that you can do if you have low back pain. Next, you can do a lunge. And when you do this lunge, you want to hold the lunge. So if you lunge out, hold that lunge. Instead of just going back and forth real quick, actually hold that lunge, because what you're going to do is you're going to get a nice stretch in the hip on the leg that you're lunging on. Get a nice good stretch in there, and if you really want, you can even bring your hands inside to stretch the adductors. And in yoga, they actually call this a low flying dragon. So extend your lunges out and hold them for a second to get that extra hip stretch. That is going to help with that low back pain. And finally, your third modification is wall sits. Why wall sits? Well, again, it's keeping that neutral spine. When we squat, we have a tendency to bend forward, and that's going to overstretch that low back, make it tighter, make it more painful. So what you want to actually do, again with that neutral spine against the wall, and sit like this. So this is going to keep your spine in your back nice and straight. So those are your 3 modifications. In addition to that, if you have low back pain, believe it or not, you want to stretch the muscles below. You want to stretch your glutes. You want to stretch your hamstrings. That will also help alleviate low back pain. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you stuck with me. I think we hit it right at 5 minutes. So next week, join me as I give you the top 3 Christmas gifts for your fitness freaks. Until then, I hope that you can find your momentum. Thanks for watching.